Human Resource Management Principles and Practices. Chapter 2. Recruitment, Selection and Induction. Part 1. Preview. The importance of the contract of employment. Terms to be included in a contract of employment. Reasons for holding an induction program. Methods and techniques which can ensure an induction program is effectively organized. Offering a contract of employment. A contract of employment is an agreement whereby an employer agrees to remunerate an employee for services or work performed and the employee agrees to work for the employer. Express terms of the contract. Express terms are those terms agreed to by the parties, whether by way of oral agreement or in writing. Written terms are usually included in the employee's letter of appointment. A collective agreement, where the workers are represented by a trade union, or a company handbook. Implied terms in an employment contract. Terms implied into every employment contract by common law include comply with the employment laws, where relevant. Be clear and easy to understand, and be attractive. Changing the terms of an employment contract. The terms of a contract of employment can only be changed by mutual consent. Any unilateral change amounts to a breach of contract. Types of employment contract. Employment contracts may be duration, indefinite or permanent, fixed term or temporary, types of employment contract. Employment contracts may be working hours, full-time, part-time, induction. New recruits face reality shock. New recruits are anxious and stressed out. New recruits are anxious and stressed out. Induction. Organizational issues. History. Product or service. Structure. Policies and rules. Physical layout. Introductions. To supervisor. To co-workers. To trainers. Employee benefits and procedures. Wages. Rest breaks. Holidays. Benefits. Job duties. Job location. Relationship to other jobs. Overview of job. Review. The importance of the contract of employment. Terms to be included in a contract of employment. Reasons for holding an induction program. Methods and techniques which can ensure an induction program is effectively organized. Person specifications. A person specification, also known as a recruitment, personnel or job specification, defines the education, training, qualifications and experience. A person specification can be set out under the following headings. Technical competencies. What the individual needs to know and be able to do to carry out the role, including any special aptitudes or skills required. Behavioral and attitudinal requirements. The types of behaviors required for successful performance in the role will be related to the core values and competency framework of the organization to ensure that cultural fit is achieved when selecting people. But role-specific information is also needed, which should be developed by analyzing the characteristics of existing employees who are carrying out their roles effectively. By defining behavioral requirements, it is possible to elicit information about attitudinal requirements, i.e. what sort of attitudes are likely to result in appropriate behaviors and successful performance. Qualifications and training. The professional, technical or academic qualifications required, or the training that the candidate should have undertaken. Experience. In particular, categories of work or organizations, the types of achievements and activities that would be likely to predict success. Specific demands. Where the role holder will be expected to achieve in specified areas, develop new markets, improve sales, or introduce new systems. Organizational fit. The corporate culture, formal or informal, and the need for candidates to be able to work within it. Special requirements. Traveling, unsocial hours, mobility, etc. Meeting candidate expectations. The extent to which the organization can meet candidates' expectations in terms of career opportunities, training, security, etc. The 7-point plan. The 7-point plan covers 1. Physical makeup, health, physique, appearance, bearing and speech. 2. Attainments, education, qualifications, experience. 3. General intelligence, fundamental intellectual capacity. 4. Special aptitudes, mechanical, manual dexterity, facility in the use of words or figures. 5. Interests, intellectual, practical, constructional, physically active, social, artistic. 6. Disposition, acceptability, influence over others, steadiness, dependability, self-reliance. 7. Circumstances, domestic circumstances, occupations of family. The 5-fold grading system. The 5-fold grading system covers 1. Impact on others, physical makeup, appearance, speech and manner. 2. Acquired qualifications, education, vocational training, work experience. 3. Innate abilities, natural quickness of comprehension and aptitude for learning. 4. Motivation, the kinds of goals set by the individual, his or her consistency and determination in following them up, and success in achieving them. 5. Adjustment, emotional stability, ability to stand up to stress and ability to get on with people. Competency-based approach. The advantages of a competency-based approach have been summarized by Wood and Payne, 1998, as follows. It increases the accuracy of predictions about suitability. It facilitates a closer match between the person's attributes and the demands of the job. It helps to prevent interviewers making snap judgments. It can underpin the whole range of recruitment techniques, application forms, interviews, tests and assessment centers. Recruitment and selection. The competencies used for recruitment and selection purposes should meet the following criteria. They should focus on areas in which candidates will have demonstrated their competency in their working or academic life. E.g. leadership, teamwork, initiative. They are likely to predict successful job performance, e.g. achievement motivation. They can be assessed in a targeted behavioral event interview in which, for example, if team management is a key competence area, candidates can be asked to give examples of how they have successfully built a team and got it into action. They can be used as criteria in an assessment center.